Page 182. Here's what we've covered so far. First day, the psychology, success psychology. Second day, fundamentals of marketing and of entrepreneurship, okay? And at the end of the day, I showed you some success stories of online marketing to inspire some examples. We kicked off today with some more examples and also the different models that they exist about how to make money on the internet. We then followed up with the 24 success principles for making money on the internet. And now we're going to get into the meat of it, which is just the step-by-step approach. You find the market, you find the niche. You create the product for the market, you create the system, the buying environment where people from that market will buy the product. It's in this box here, in this conversions process, and then you direct the traffic. Okay, let's get started. Page 182. How to create, promote, and profit from highly lucrative info product business systems that set you financially free. You know what? I couldn't settle on what title to use, so I put all three titles in there. Okay. You got on page 183, why I love info products. I covered this yesterday. Think about it, guys. Think about the leverage that's available to you. By leverage, I mean how much one person can do. If you're exchanging your time for money, you're using no leverage. But you can now reach a market of 1 billion people from your living room, and sell to them. It's amazing. Okay, I'll let you go over this at your leisure. We covered it yesterday. Page 184, the alternatives. What about other wealth creation vehicles or avenues? Should I really devote my time to online marketing as opposed to the thousands of other money-making opportunities out there? Well, yes, says Jenny. Here's what I have to say about that. Here's my 5-minute take on it. With real estate, you're taking on a huge responsibility of paying off a mortgage month in, month out. If you don't, your property is repossessed. You have to pay taxes. You have to make sure you have tenants. You have to kick tenants out if they don't pay. You have to pay for the maintenance whenever something goes wrong. You can't sell quickly. It's not very liquid. Your investment capital is tied up. You have burdened yourself with a massive liability, the mortgage. When you have a mortgage, you actually have a liability. Who owns the asset? The bank. The bank owns the asset. You are the bank's asset. The mortgage is the bank's asset. You actually got a massive, massive liability. It's not an asset. When you get a mortgage, who's really making the money? Who's really making the money? By the way, the rich do not make their money in property. They park it there. That's what I've seen happen. The rich do make a lot of money in property, but what happens is they make it from their cash flow from business, and then they park it for tax reasons in property. That is my experience of it, and I'm sure you'll get 1,000 other real estate people saying, no, that's the best way to get cash from banks and make money fast and all of that. Fantastic. If you're lucky, that your property brings in a positive cash flow of a couple $100 a month. A couple $100 a month from online from a business, that is nothing. That is nothing compared to what you can do with online marketing. I was telling someone yesterday, I think I've written up somewhere, I would rather have a crappy little website that brings in $10 a day than a whole apartment block that brings in $400 or $500 of income a month. It's just, it just makes more sense to me. It just makes more financial sense to me. Stock market, volatile and risky. 90% of day traders on the stock market lose money. I'm not sure about where I picked this up. I may be false. I hope it's false. 70 to 90% of investors. One second. Sorry about that. 70 to 90% of investors they're not losing money, but they don't really make much money on the stock market. By the way, did you know this? I know for a fact that 10% of traders or investors make 90% of the returns on the stock market. Now, an outstanding investor like Warren Buffett has averaged a 24% per annum return on his investment. 24%. I laugh at that. Compared to what you can get from marketing, from proper scientific marketing, where you're testing and tracking everything. You're testing that for every $1 that you spend on marketing, you make $4.3567 as a return. Now, that's what I'm excited about.